Okay, so we are here once again in Mining Simulator 2, and in today's video we're going to be doing a massive egg comparison once again. Present egg versus the festive egg versus the lunar egg. Which one is better to hatch? Let's get straight into it. Now, all of these eggs are actually pretty crucial to hatch, especially at the start. You basically have to hatch a present egg to then be able to hatch a festive egg, to be able to then hatch a lunar egg. So overall, it's kind of like a very quick progression through these eggs. However, that's not pretty much just it. Of course, you might think the lunar egg is the best one to hatch, just for the simple fact that it's gotten, it's the most expensive one, and that's pretty much usually the best one to hatch. However, it does go a little bit deeper than this, so let's get straight into some of the nitty gritty. Now, first of all, we'll go over the prices of each egg. Now, of course, the present egg is the cheapest one of all, and will be the easiest by far to AFK hatch at 15,000. Again, for the festive egg, it is fairly cheap at 450,000, but will be slightly hard to AFK hatch. And of course, there is the lunar egg, which is 3.5 million bells, which of course right now will be the hardest one to hatch. However, there is one thing that I would like to say about this. When it comes to these eggs, all of them right now are very easy to actually AFK hatch because of how easy this whole event is. All you've got to do is do a little bit of mining and you will then get enough to AFK the lunar egg for days upon time. So overall, when it comes to the currency of these eggs, I don't really think it matters too much because most people should be able to actually AFK that lunar egg for a very long time. So overall, I guess it's just kind of 1 point to all of them, for all of them being very easy to hatch. Now, this next one, we're going to go over the legendaries. Now, of course, the present egg does have the least amount of legendaries, but it does still have the easiest one in there. So if you are searching for just present eggs, legendaries specifically, then I guess go for the present egg because it is only it's like a 1 in 1,000 in there. Very easy indeed. There is also the festive egg, which has 3 in here. Another one that is very easy over here, though. I believe this is only like 1 in 2,000 overall. Very easy to hatch, and also the tier 3 is also pretty decent, but it is still very hard to hatch without any boosts and stuff. And of course, over at the lunar egg, we have 4 legendaries in here, 2 of them being slightly harder to hatch at 10,000 and 13,000. The demonic penguin is actually still pretty hard to hatch as well, at 1 in 66,000, but the hardest one to hatch of all is this last one down here, the tier 4, which I believe is around 1 in 500,000 chance of hatching. So yeah, in terms of actual ease on hatching legendaries, I would say it's either between the present egg or the festive egg. So in terms of getting easy legendaries, it goes to the festive egg and the present egg, so 1 point for both of those. Now, in terms of overall stats, there is nothing better than the lunar egg. Of course, it is the most expensive egg. However, if we do compare some of the stats real quick, I'm going to get out the jolly doggy right here and then compare it over to the lunar mouse, both of them being commons, and you will see as well that the lunar mouse is actually slightly easier to get, which is, I guess, kind of cool, I guess you could say. But yeah, if we check out the jolly doggy real quick, like so, as you can see, this is doing 12 times bells, which is pretty good for newer players, of course, not too bad. However, if we compare this over to the lunar mouse, this is doing way more than that at 60 times bells. So overall, the stats jump from this festive egg up to the lunar egg is insane. So in terms of stats, the lunar egg doesn't just get 1 point, it should probably get around like 1,000 points for how much stronger it is in terms of stats compared to these other 2 eggs. So yeah, right now I guess we're just going to say they're all still tied on terms of points, but overall I still think the lunar egg is winning overall. And then the last one, of course, is the secrets. Now, this one's actually a little bit more interesting for a few reasons. There is actually a secret in every single one of these eggs, and some of them are a lot easier than others, but it doesn't really it's kind of a little bit weird to say, but yeah, I'm just going to kind of go straight over through it. So of course there is the present egg right here. Now I believe the one in the present egg is 1 in 1 million, although I'm not exactly too sure on that. It may be a little bit harder. However, I do believe in terms of actually getting secrets, the present egg should be the easiest one overall. But again, as we talked about before, in terms of stats, it's probably not going to be that good. So yeah, it's going to be easy, but in terms of stats, it's probably going to be pretty bad. Now we're moving on to the festive egg. Now this one in here actually has 1 secret in it, which is the Velvet Wolf Lord at 1 in 4.44 million. So overall, it's going to be fairly hard to actually hatch this thing, and you will need to spend quite a lot of time going for this pet right here. However, in terms of value, it might actually have a decent amount of value for the simple fact that there's not going to be a lot of people actually going for this Velvet Wolf Lord. So yeah, you might really want to get on this right now. Try and hatch it early if you can to get the most amount of value, just like, you know, whilst there's hype around it. Of course, later down the line, this will lose a lot of value, so we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, the Festive Egg does have, like, I'd say a medium secret in it, but it probably will have one of the highest values so far. And then the last one over here is the Lunar Egg. Now, this has the secret and the ancient inside it, so if you are looking for an ancient, you can only go for the Lunar Egg, so that is 1 point, I guess, there for the Lunar Egg. But of course, this also has the variants inside it, which are the gift boxes. Now, I believe there's either 4 or 5 of these different variants, which is pretty insane. Some of them are very fun ones, and some of them are kind of like alright ones. I believe some of the better ones are like the Frost Defender, which is pretty cool. However, to get these gift boxes, it is 1 in 20 million chance that it will show up on the chat. However, that is for a specific one. So say you are going for like specifically the Frost Defender gift box, it will be around 1 in 20 million. However, if you just want to get any gift box whatsoever, it will only be a 1 in 8 million chance. So it's fairly hard still, but a 1 in 8 million chance is obviously a lot easier than a 1 in 20 million. So yeah, in terms of actual ease ability to hatch a secret, I would probably say the Present Egg is the best. Of course, the Festive Egg is second, and then the Lunar Egg is third. But still, getting 5 different secrets of 1 in 8 million probably isn't as hard as you think it will be. And then of course there is the Ancient in here as well, which is 1 in 100 million, very difficult to hatch, but of course will carry the most amount of value right now. So in terms of getting value overall, I would probably recommend getting the Lunar Egg. So yeah, overall, what would I say about these eggs? Which one is the best one to hatch? 100% of the Lunar Egg is right now the best one to hatch, for the fact that there's the most secrets in here. Of course, it has the Ancient as well. It's got the best stats and also the most legendaries as well. So yeah, overall the Lunar Egg is definitely the best one to hatch. The Present as well is going to be better for the newer players who are just looking for their first secret, because of course it's going to be the easiest one. And then the Festive Egg is probably going to be for those people who kind of like want something different. Not a lot of people will have that Velvet Wolf Lord straight away. So honestly, I would recommend for those people who want to be a little bit different, a little bit quirky, go for that Festive Egg. But yeah, that's it from me. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video.